Good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's latest episode of our Minor Talk series. Our theme for tonight is Myth or Fact. What's the truth, Doc? Where we break down some of the most common health myths people still believe today. My name is Benjamin, and I'll be your host for this evening. We are incredibly honored to have with us Dr. Thivagar, anak laki Balakrishnan, Doctor of Medicine from Russian State Medical University. Thank you for joining us, Doctor.
Hi, Ben. Good evening. Thank you for the kind introduction. First and foremost, I would like to thank all of you for giving me this opportunity. And also, I would like to congratulate and admire the Smile Talk community that you're reaching out to everyone. This is a wonderful movement, good action, and this is great for future Malaysian doctors. So, good job. Keep it up.
Thank you so much, Doctor. In fact, we're also very grateful that you can take up some of your time to come and join us and share some of your insights and the truth behind today's most widespread health misconceptions. So, now that we've set the stage for tonight's theme, let's dive right into our first myth, shall we? So,
Yes.
one that almost everyone has heard of at some point. So,
Okay.
Doctor, this is a belief that many people genuinely hold. Many people believe that having darker skin means they're naturally protected from the sun and don't
Okay.
need to worry about sun exposure.
Okay.
Throughout my life, even in like primary and secondary school, I have all of these friends like joking around saying, "Oh, I have darker skin and I have more immunity than you." I find that kind of what it's a bit how to say I find it kind of a bit weird because it's unfair, right? Why do people have darker skin have more protection than those who don't have dark skin? So, doctor,
Mm-hmm.
is this a myth or a fact? Does skin color actually protect against sun damage?
Yeah, this is a very good question. Since you guys just started doing medicine, you will along the way you will come across a lot of quotable quotes. So I'm going to introduce the first one. So the first one in a quotable quote for in medicine is anything is possible in medicine. Okay, no one is spared. Okay, which is true according to the risk. Yes, darker skin tones and they say that compared to people who are fairer, they are slightly less prone. It doesn't make them 100% bulletproof. Yeah. So having this misconception is not really an accurate thing. But having said that, we are in Malaysia, okay, where we are exposed to sun. And through my experience, what I've come across is that a lot of us are not exposed to sun. And you need to understand our body is designed to be with nature. Our body responds to the sun. And also anatomically, our skin absorbs the sunlight. We have vitamin D, but how vitamin D activated is only through exposure to the sun. So it's very important that we must expose ourselves to the sun. So how do we do that is first, the best is early morning or evening because it's not too hot. Okay. And it is safe. We are not in Australia. Australia, there is a big hole in the ozone. So they are very, very prone. Yeah. So how to absorb the sun? First and foremost, stand in front anatomically. Okay. Your anatomical posture. Then look at the sun. Just stand in front for 3 minutes. Then you turn your body, exposing your spine for another 3 minutes. So 3 minutes front, 3 minutes back. All right. So is that enough? It's not enough, huh? Because first and foremost, I would like to introduce that you all have to practice gratitude. If the sun doesn't come up tomorrow, all of us will die, right? So before we get the sun, we must show our gratitude to the sun. Why I'm talking about gratitude? Because a lot of study has linked to having good health, happiness, abundance. You can check all these studies done by Harvard actually. Mm, yeah.
Understood, doctor.
Mm,
So thank you for clearing that up actually, because throughout my life, like I've mentioned, I find it like, a bit weird, but actually it doesn't matter. Sunlight doesn't discriminate, right? So
yeah.
regardless of the skin color, all of us should get equal amounts of vitamin D. Am I correct,
Yes.
doctor?
Not equal amount. The body already
Okay.
has it inside. The body
I
already
see.
has it inside.
Mm,
It only gets activated once the sun is exposed to the body.
mm. I
Yeah.
see, I see.
So other
Understood.
points, otherwise there's no point you take medication and everything when the main source, and we in Malaysia, we should
Mm,
leverage on this. We're not in Russia. Russia 6 months cold weather. And sometimes during winter, 3 o'clock, it's already dark. Yeah.
understood.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, the sunlight is the one that activates the vitamin D. So it
Yes.
doesn't matter if it's dark skin or fair skin. So yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much actually for clearing that up because I've always had
Yeah.
this misconception. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sure other people have the same misconception as me as well. So thank you very much, doctor.
That was
So
small.
shall we proceed on to the next myth?
Yes, sure.
All right. Thank you for clearing that up.
Yeah, you're
Okay. So
welcome.
now, thank you. So now here is another myth that
Mm-hmm.
affects a lot of people. The idea
Okay.
that no symptoms means no problem. Doctor, a lot of people assume that if they are healthy and have no symptoms, there's no reason to go for a medical checkup. In fact, when I was around like Form 4, Form 5, I was
Mm-hmm.
like, I get sick quite often. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I think I can just like macho it out, just soldier it through.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
just a slight fever or slight flu. To me, it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't really mean anything. But then
Mm.
scientifically, could that mean other things as well? Could it be like an underlying cause or a more severe
Mm-hmm.
issue behind?
Yes.
So, doctor, would like to know, is this a myth or a fact?
Okay, there was two ways to look at this. All right. One is being paranoid. All right. Another
Yeah.
one is being safe. All right. So there's no right or wrong answer to this. It also depends
Mm,
on the age factor, the family history, the risk factors that a patient or a person carries with them. So right now, with the advancement of science and technology, we're able to predict a lot of future diseases that can occur. Okay, like even like evolving heart attack, you can actually predict whether they're going to get it or not just by looking at some changes in the ECG, electrocardiogram, which we'll learn later. So it's important that number one, that right now, okay, even you don't have symptoms, it's always to be safe than sorry. You're not being paranoid. Okay. See, when I was a junior doctor, it was like 15 years back when I graduated. Okay. At that time, the rule of thumb was okay, if anyone above 30 must do a blood test. All right. Okay. What's the reason? Because at least we have a baseline. And number two, a lot of like diseases are actually accidental finding. Patient is fine, they come, suddenly, okay, they have this, and there's a lot of things that we can do from early detection. And plus, you have age where if someone is young, they have age on their side, which means their chances of recovering it's there. We can do a lot of things and take measures from now instead of let it grow and then become full flow disease after 20, 30 years. And at that time, your body is not as fit. And mind you, I'm sorry to pardon me to break this bad news, but all of us will die one day. All right. Regardless how healthy you are, we all have to die one day. All right. The difference is you want to die healthily or you want to die with disease. Yeah. So right now, I've come across some people age 30 having heart attack. Okay, this is not a good sign. Huh? 30. Okay, heart attack. It's really not a good sign. So I would suggest anyone above 25 to start doing a blood test. Plus, our lifestyle in Malaysia. 24 hours, there's food availability. And then we are bored, we simply eating. And then number three, to certain extent, we are not exercising. Yeah. So it's very important to do a blood test. If you think you're 20 years old, you want to do a blood test, of course, you're most welcome to do it. You don't have to do the high-five blood test like, cancer markers and everything. Just a basic blood test will do. Yeah.
Understood, doctor. So, just
Mm.
curious, right? Since you mentioned about
Mhm.
blood tests, how
Mm.
often should a healthy adult get like these types of blood tests or like a basic checkup?
Okay. So basically, once a year is good enough.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, because for me, another question, aside from a healthy adult, should maybe teenagers or like those who
Mm.
are in their adolescence, should they also
Mm.
get basic health checkup as well?
Okay. This one really depends on, see, everybody's body is different. Okay. There is no one prescription for everyone in this world. Okay.
Understood.
So, okay. If let's say the child is getting sick, teenagers getting sick, most of the time, okay, or frequent, like you said, you used to like it falls ill often. It could be a lot of things, because number one, the food factor, all right, because I'm sorry to say this, and the food that we're eating now, it's not a healthy one. Okay, when you're supposed to eat food, okay, number one, the moment you cook, straight away eat. That is the best. You need to eat fresh food. Yeah. So, why this is important? After 2 hours, it's considered expired. Okay, when you eat something that is old, what will happen is inertia will set into the system. In the long run, it will damage the system in the form of disease or whatever. So for this kind of, you're kind of answering a question. Okay, so children who are falling ill sick, yeah, just go and consult a doctor. First, you cannot diagnose a patient just by symptoms. Okay, you really need to check the patient. Okay, that's number one. That's why I said physically go and see a doctor. And secondly, we can do blood tests. And number three, the most important one, right now, our challenge is we have everything is like being seated, handphone, and we are not spending time in nature. Like I said just now, our body is built to be with nature. And a lot of studies has done that, example like sleeping on the floor. You know, the research shows that sleeping on the floor, heals your body. Anyone who got muscular pain or whatsoever, it heals the body. Okay, but of course, make sure you put something down. Just don't sleep on bare on your bare back. Yoga mat, a duvet, whatever. Yeah, and you need to spend time in nature. Okay, those who are falling sick early, easily, getting them sick easily. Just spend some time in nature. Go to seaside. The salt water is healing, and also you can just sit under a tree, healthy tree. Which are flowers and blooms. Just expose your body to nature. Automatically, you will heal.
Understood, doctor. I think after this,
Mhm.
I might just need to go for a health checkup because I just can't recall when was the last time I had a health checkup. And
Okay.
also, yeah, regarding with nature, actually I agree. Sometimes, right, not only does it heal the body itself, it also heals the soul. I feel like whenever I go out, it releases my mind, it releases my stress and everything.
Mhm.
Maybe that could help with my health as well. So thank you so much, doctor. It actually clears a lot up. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
All
right.
right. Okay, so let's move on to the next
Mm,
myth. So
yes.
this myth is actually a belief that is
Mm-hmm.
found in many cultures that
Okay.
sleeping with your head facing north can
Okay.
affect your well-being. So is this
Okay.
a myth or a fact, doctor? Because
Okay.
why north specifically? Why can't it be west or east or south? Why
Okay.
why north? Is there any science behind the direction we sleep?
Yes, there is 100%. Okay. I'm not here to talk about Feng Shui or Vastu. Okay. And these sciences are true, by the way. Okay. It must be interpreted by the right person because they are all carry some form of energy. All right. So anyway, we are focusing on medicine. So let's focus on medicine. So as you know, our Earth, there's a tilt. All right. And also the northern hemisphere. Northern hemisphere means anything above the equator. All right. Southern hemisphere means example Australia. All right. We got our bearings correct. Okay. Done now. Okay. So we are in the northern hemisphere because we're in Malaysia. So what's happening to the human body? Okay. Number one, when you lie flat, okay, especially head facing north, before I come there, before I continue, you need to understand inside our blood, there's a lot of components. And one of the components is red blood cells, right? Inside the red blood cells, we have hemoglobin, correct? Okay, you have learned this in science, basic science. Okay. Inside the hemoglobin, there's iron, correct? Okay. And our earth got its own magnetic pole, correct? Yeah. So when we in Malaysia sleep on the north, what happens is there is something like a gravitational pull. A lot of blood will go to the head more than it should. Okay. What will happen? Number one, you will get a disturbed sleep. Once the sleep is not of a good quality, it's enough to to damage your day. All right. That's the least I can start with. So, and some people who are like, say, stroke patients, they are not able to move. And keeping them long term, it doesn't happen overnight. Okay, keeping them on long term facing north because they cannot move, they're always lying down. They can die because of hemorrhage, bleeding from the brain, because too much of blood being pulled. And you need to understand the blood's supply in the brain, it's very, very thin. Yeah. All right. So this is in northern hemisphere. So if you are in the south, like for example, Australia, please don't put your head on the south. All right. So in Malaysia, avoid north, and Australia south. And how do we do it? Okay, very simple. All of us have a handphone, correct? So place it on your heart level, like perpendicular to your heart. And for example, like from this diagram here. So make sure sleep anywhere apart from north. Okay.
Okay, doctor. I think just after this, I might have to
Yes.
follow doctor's advice because
Yes.
I think my bed is might be facing to the north. I think I might be at risk.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
so
like again,
okay.
don't be paranoid. Now, Dr. Thivagar say can have bleeding or it disturbs sleep. It doesn't happen quickly because the body will try to fight, and also it will wake you up, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah. So just please check where you're putting your head.
Yeah, okay, sure, no problem. I
Yeah.
think my bed is actually facing to the north if I'm not mistaken because
Okay.
I've actually checked with my compass before,
Mm-hmm.
and it's also I find it quite weird because like what you mentioned, you get sleep disturbances. In fact,
Mm.
I've actually been getting sleep disturbances as well. So
Mm-hmm.
I think I might have to change it to like another direction.
Yeah.
So actually, that's quite interesting though, because
Mm-hmm.
you mentioned with the science behind it as well, with the
Yes.
hemoglobin and then the iron component that causes the disturbance to flow up to the
Yeah.
brain. So right now I understand more. So
Okay.
thank you so much for clearing that concept up, doctor.
Yeah, you're most welcome. But I need to have a disclaimer. This is not a
Mhm,
new science. This is what our ancestors already knew long time back. All right. It's just that
understood.
probably it got lost from generation to generation, or probably we don't know why it was not passed down properly. All right.
Un-
Okay.
no worries, doctor. This is why we have our minor talk to educate all of our people out there, our users out there. So thank you
Yeah.
so much, doctor, for explaining that.
Yeah.
So
Most
let's move
welcome.
on to the
Yes.
next
Yeah.
myth.
Yeah.
Now, this is also another belief that many
Mm-hmm.
people discuss, especially in the context of health routines,
Mm.
cold showers.
Mm.
Some people swear by them for energy and well-being.
Yes.
So I'm not sure, but then back in my matriculation,
Mm.
there was no such thing as hot showers because
Mm.
it's all just directly from the tap.
Yeah.
And every time when I take the cold shower, I feel very energetic. I feel like I have this like infinite energy inside me. And
Mm-hmm.
I also have this assumption that, oh, it promotes the general well-being. So
Mm-hmm.
just curious,
Yeah.
does it matter? Is this a myth or a fact? What do
Okay.
cold showers really do to the body?
Understood. Okay. You need to understand again, going back to nature, why we have to take shower. Because the moment you shower, your body is activated. Okay. Our body is actually a Wi-Fi, right? How we get connected to the internet? First, you must have a source, right? You on the Wi-Fi, only then you get access to the internet. So our body is also a form of Wi-Fi. So when we take shower, a lot of good benefit happens. Okay, now the question comes: hot shower versus cold shower, which is the correct one? All right. So to answer this question, first and foremost, again, if you're talking about the world, of course, if you're in a European country like Russia, very cold. Okay, if you take cold shower, because Russian cold shower is really cold. It's ice cold. It's not like the temperature that you get in Malaysia. Okay, so too cold also is not too good, and of course, hot shower also is not too hot. Also, it's not good as well. So hot shower versus cold shower. Okay, in the morning when we wake up, so we focus our geography to Malaysia. All right. So when we wake up in the morning, okay, it's important that the water should touch the part where if you draw a line between your ears and go to the top of your brain, that is the point where we need to touch. The water should touch the body first there. All right. Two, example, when you are waking up, all right, when you wake up, it's important that when you shower, you should take a cold shower. The reason being, okay, because you need to wake the body up. All right. When I say cold, you just turn on the tap and whatever that comes, that's the temperature you need to take bath, not ice cold, huh? Right? And talking about waking up, I need to tell you and share this with you all how to wake up. because if you don't do this correctly, it will strain the heart. All right. Okay, sleeping position. Number one, how you're supposed to sleep. The best way will be, something like the dead body, like the corpse. That means you lie on your back, right? Second, you can lie to your side, to your right side. Okay, why is this important? Because you're avoiding the heart. Okay, so on the left we have heart, and when we wake up, all right, it's important that first we turn to the right side of the body. That means this is my right hand. Just turn to your right hand. If you turn on the left or you wake up straight, because your body is in something like in a hibernative mode, you're straining your body. All right, long term it will affect the heart. Okay, so and then next, supposed to wake the body up. How to do that is you use your palms, rub your palms, because our palms have a lot of super energetic nerves. All right, this is all energy. All right, we have powerful nerves here. So rub. Okay, once you rub, you're alerting body to wake up. Okay, then place it on your face. Why? Because your face has a lot of nerves that's connected to the brain. All right. Then when you wake up, you're supposed to wake up by the side, relax. All right. Then you wake up. Then you go and take a shower. All right. So when you get a cold shower, you're waking the body up. Second, the cold shower sort of like vasoconstricts the blood vessels, makes the blood vessels smaller. So you feel good. A lot of endorphins will be released. Yeah. And like you said, you feel energetic. So that's the science behind it. And of course, hot water, yes, after long day's work, like you guys medical school, sitting down and absorbing everything. So you come back home in the evening, take a lukewarm shower, hot shower. Don't take extremely hot. All right, just lukewarm. It will relax your body, and hot shower dilates the vessels. All right, that will relax your muscles. Yeah.
Understood, doctor. I
Mm.
think right after this, I might just have to switch back to my cold shower routine because
Yes.
I also find if I shower hot water in the morning, I don't feel energetic. It
Mm.
feels
Yeah.
like it feels like I just woke up.
Yeah.
So I think I might need to also apply what you mentioned, rubbing your hands. Sorry,
Yeah.
was it? Or waking up with your
Right
on
shoulder.
your right side, right
Yeah.
shoulder, and
Mm.
then rubbing your hands, your
Yeah.
palms,
Palms
and then
together
put palms
on
together
your
and placing
face.
on your
Yeah.
face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and yeah, directly to the cold shower, and make sure
Yeah.
the shower hits the top of your head around the ear
Yeah.
level. Is it?
No.
Yeah,
From the ear, you draw a
ear.
line.
Mm,
Okay. So this is the point where the water should touch the body.
I
Okay.
see. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
So then it should flow down. From the head, it should flow down. Yeah.
I see. I
Okay.
see.
So and then
Understood,
one more
doctor.
secret. Can I share a secret?
Yeah, sure.
All
No
right.
worries.
A secret is whenever you are angry, you feel like anxious, scared, whatsoever, just take shower. Just
Okay.
shower. Okay. You're feeling sad, just shower. Yeah,
Understood.
instant remedy. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, actually, I agree. Though sometimes if I feel like tired or like angry,
Mm,
paranoid, sometimes I'll just
yeah.
shower as well because it relaxes the entire body. I feel like,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
thank you, doctor. Anyways, for clearing that up.
Most welcome. Yeah.
Okay, so now let's move on to the last question. This
Hmm.
one is about who is actually at risk of osteoporosis.
Okay.
So, doctor, many people believe that osteoporosis is a condition that affects only women and that men like me are not at risk. So, doctor, do I need to worry about osteoporosis or should I just neglect it? Is this a myth or a fact?
Okay. First and foremost, chances of you getting osteoporosis is remote right now because of your hormones, of your age. Okay. Like I said just now, in medicine, everything is possible. Okay. So osteoporosis, yes, of course, women have higher risk, because they get pregnant, they lose a lot of things along the way. And as we age, like I said, from birth till we grow older, our energy level, our immune system will slowly, like, or I won't use the word decay, like it will slow down. Okay. It has to happen. This is nature. No matter how careful you take care of yourself, this has to happen. Okay. So, as we age, a lot of things happen. Of course, because of the hormones, especially for me, as the testosterone hormones, all will come down. Yeah. So, yes. And if someone who's like right now, our lifestyle is still very, very sedentary. All right. So, not moving your body, not doing intense activity, it's a recipe for disaster. So, everyone can be at risk of osteoporosis in the future if you don't do any form of intense activity. Yeah, like vigorous exercise. So men are at risk, definitely. Okay, no one is spared in medicine. If you do the wrong things, yeah, it will catch up to you at some point. Yeah. So when I
Understood,
say
doctor.
men, yeah, will be like after 50, 60. Yeah.
Understood, doctor. So, just another question, curious
Mm-hmm.
question. Do
Mm-hmm.
men actually show the same warning signs as women, or is it both different?
Okay, it really depends on the, like I said, patient history, what current existing diseases they carry with them, medications that they are on. Okay, minus lifestyle, and everything else. Okay, so it, like I said, anything is possible in medicine. Okay, it can come as a warning, it may not come. I've come across a patient sitting down, just the spine compression fracture, just fracture happened, just like that. So anything is possible. Yeah. So you better be prepared than being sorry. Okay, how to be prepared? Your body must be vibrant. How to be vibrant? You need to do exercise, intense activity. Yeah,
Understood, doctor.
yeah.
Aside from
Mm,
exercising,
mhm,
how about supplements? Because I've heard a lot of
mm,
like those uncles and aunties saying that, oh,
mm,
I'm having calcium supplements. It's helping with my osteoporosis condition. Is it
mhm.
true? Does it really help?
Okay, you see, it is true to a certain extent. Okay, number one, okay, supplements. What is supplement? Supplement means add on. Okay, first you need to take care of your food first. Food, exercise from young. That means from now. Okay, because osteoporosis only will happen later on, like 50, 60, 70. Yeah. So right now, okay, you're talking about supplements. Okay. In an established disease, you have to take medicine. No choice. Because that is your saving grace. All right. And number two, as we mentioned before, leverage on the sun. Okay. So how to leverage on the sun? Have the gratitude. Say thank you for coming up today. Thank you for energizing my body, because only the sun can energize and activate our internal organs, energize our body externally, and internally activate the internal organs. Yeah. And that's how our vitamin D is activated as well in the body. Mm.
Understood,
Yeah.
doctor.
Yeah.
So I guess I gotta start taking care of my health before I develop osteoporosis if I'm old.
No, no, no.
So,
Don't have that perception. It's always
okay.
important for you to, because your mind is a supersedes your body. Don't even say that. Okay. Don't even wish such things for yourself. Focus on healing, focus on being healthy. Yeah. You don't want to be a doctor and taking medicine, right? You
Yeah,
want to be the
definitely not.
doctor, where patient look at you like, oh, okay, doctor. Yeah. You must give the motivation. Your patient must be inspired the moment they come across you. Yeah.
Understood, doctor.
Yeah.
Actually, this perception of osteoporosis,
Mm.
I've also had it for quite long as well because
Mm-hmm.
actually it doesn't matter regardless of men and women. Anyone is prone to osteoporosis, like what you mentioned. So
Mm.
thank you for clarifying that, doctor.
You're welcome.
Okay, now as we
Mm-hmm.
come to an end of our discussion,
Mm-hmm.
we'd love to hear from you on a more personal note.
Mm-hmm.
Many of our audience members are students who look up to
Mm-hmm.
doctors like you. Would you be willing to share some of your experiences in the medical profession and perhaps a few words of advice for aspiring medical students?
Oh, this is a very important question. I'm glad that you asked me this question. Yeah. Okay. First and foremost, please know that you're all going to graduate as doctors. There's no two ways about it. It will happen in a blink of an eye. Yesterday, I was 20 years old. Today, I'm already 40. Okay. Time flies. All right. Time flies. So treat yourself like one. Okay. You are doctors. And when you start working, when you're doing an internship, you have to be functioning. Functioning means you must know what to do. Patient collapse in front of you. You must know what to do. Okay, I know this is scary. I'm sorry. I'm making all this to you all right now, but you all should know all this will happen. So at that time, you cannot be like, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that. No. Right now is you're preparing. You have to prepare. This is your training ground. Okay. What's happened in internship will be detected what you're doing today. All right. Whether your internship is going to be good or not, it solely depends on what you're doing today. Okay. So if you want to talk about internship, we can have this discussion next time. Right. I'm happy to share. But right now, the training ground. Okay. As medical students, number one, okay, prepare your body. A healthy mind comes from a healthy body. Okay. You need to have a body of a Spartan warrior. All right. Did you watch the movie Spartan 300? Not sure. Okay, never mind.
Is it the one with like the meme like this is Sparta? Is it that one?
Yes, that's the one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
So,
I've only seen clips. I've never seen the movie
okay.
before.
You should watch the movie. Very, very courageous movie. Brave warriors. Why having a big, solid body is important? Because remember, when you become a doctor, you have to run up and down. You need to be fit. Okay, you're not fit. You cannot run up and down. You're like gasping. Everything will get backlogged. You will do work slowly, and people will say, "Oh, okay, that's it. This guy is no good." That one word is enough to kill you. All right. So you don't want to have that. And secondly, when you do exercise, make sure you have a solid body. Solid body in the sense that how to build a solid body. Okay, you need to do intense activity. Intense means like example, you do martial arts. Martial arts, it kills two birds with one stone. Number one, it gives you discipline, and number two, it just controls your mind. And number three, you will have solid body for sure. All right. So I suggest, oh doctor, I'm a medical student, I have no time to study. Trust me, you will not have time for anything in the world. All right. If you start saying that tagline, no time to do anything right now, you will suffer later on in the future. Yeah. So number one, get a coach, go to the adult martial arts classes. That'll be really good. Okay. Now, when your body is ready, now your mind. Okay. Your mind. Okay. Now we talk about medical knowledge, basic medical knowledge. This is true for everyone, whether you're studying abroad or you're studying in Malaysia. Okay. So number one, you have to study your current medical books, whatever that is. Okay. Then in addition, okay, please read Oxford Handbook of Clinical Medicine and Clinical Specialty. Yes, this is the one. You don't know where to buy this, don't worry. Just go to Come Out Bookstore opposite HKL. Okay. They are able to advise you, okay, on what books to read from medical student until specialist. All right. So leverage on them. Okay. Next is the next slide, please. Okay. This is basic life support. Okay. I'm not supporting anybody here. All right. The reason why I chose and I encourage people to take AHA, American Heart Association. Okay. BLS basically what they teach you is simple. Patient collapse. You got a call. You're in the hospital. Said, oh, this patient's family member came to take medicine. Suddenly they collapse. So what? Then they call you. How do you approach? So they teach you here what to do. All right. So prepare you. It's early for you all to do now, but please do it because you need this. As doctors, you need this. All right. Why American Heart Association? Because if you want to go to overseas, all right, and overseas only is to accept from certain accredited body. So for BLS is American Heart Association. Okay, and also something called trauma life support. Okay, that one they teach in Hospital Sungai Buloh. All right, and you must know how to intubate a patient. All right, that is later on. No need to do now. Right now, you're just focusing on studying and how to do things. Okay, can okay. Then the next slide, please. Okay, this is CPG. CPG, Basic Life Support and Oxford Handbooks. Just read them right like a book, whether you understand or you don't understand. Regardless, just keep reading. Okay, when to read? Okay, you can read over the weekend, right? Saturday, Sundays, or you can read during your holidays. All right, you just keep reading, just read, and you can get this from Google Play Store or your iStore. All right. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, now you must understand. Whatever you're studying now, by the time you reach your final year, you must be prepared to sit for a test, for an exam. Okay? MRCS, MRCP, MRChem, whatever. The part one. Because the part one is all about basic medicine, what you learn in university. And right now, I think it will take about some time for you all to get into your internship. So leverage on this time to study and prepare for your exam, right? Okay, past test, you just go online. You can do online questions. You can start doing the questions from now. Because if you don't do questions, then you cannot comprehend things clinically when you go to the hospital. All right? Online questions extremely important. Okay. Then next slide, please. Okay. Please leverage on the internet. YouTube. You can just go to YouTube. Okay. There are many things you can do now. These are the things that I used to study when I was in medical school. So lecture is one of them, and then the next one is osmosis. You can just it is a paid subscription, but it is worthwhile. It will really prepare you. All right. Right now, you need to have basic foundation. When somebody say, "Doctor, can you give us a talk for 1 hour on hypokalemia?" You should be able to do it. Yes, I can do it. Yeah. So you must prepare yourself like in that manner, because once you have the knowledge, you can treat patients well. Okay. Can. Okay. Next one, please. Okay, osmosis is another one. All right. So if you go to YouTube, let's say you want to know about inflammation of the pancreas, or they call it acute pancreatitis. All right. So you just go to YouTube, type there acute pancreatitis osmosis, and you just watch the video. Okay, this is how you study. Got it? Can, yeah? Okay. So this is your basic medical knowledge. Second, what to do in the hospital. From now, don't bother about diagnosing, don't bother about management. That one later. Right now, you must learn how to do a job of a nurse and MA. How to nurse a wound, how to clean a wound, how to give an injection. You can start taking blood, learn how to take bloods, how to set an IV line, and then ask the nurse, how do you give nebulizers for asthma patients? And then how do you calculate? And then suddenly your MO comes, say, please run this for over 1 hour. How fast of the fluid you need to run? So all this you only can learn from your nurses. So right now, go to medical department. They are very nice. Any hospital in Malaysia, medical department are really nice. Every one of them. Okay. So introduce yourself. Be humble. Say, I'm here to learn. Can you please teach me? Okay. They'll be more than happy to teach you. And second department will be A&E. This is where you really learn. So if you want to attach, please go to these two first before you go to the surgical postings like orthopedic, surgical, ONG to a certain extent. Okay. Can? All right. Then the most important thing, all right? Why are we doctors? Because of patients, correct? If there's no patients, we are not doctors. We will run out of business. All right. So, and then we earn money through them. We also learning about medicine through them. Right. So it is very important that we must treat them like God. All right. With utmost respect, whoever it is. Once you're patient, you must give the best to them, because only then you will grow. You having this attitude will determine you being a common doctor or an extraordinary doctor, or the doctor where everyone loves, everyone wants to see you, even the family members are happy with you. You want to aspire to be that, right? So, very important. Have utmost respect for your patients. Okay. And then, most importantly, please don't be arrogant. Oh, I cured the patient. Okay. We are a tool. We help people. Okay. We shouldn't take the credit. Okay. Of course, when people say, compliment you, say thank you, thank you and appreciate it. Right. That's it. But never, never have the arrogance that, no, I cured you. Okay. That's the recipe for disaster in medicine. Okay. All right. All right. This is your medical part. Then next, you need an internal compass. Okay. Okay. What is internal compass? Okay. Internal compass is very important. You guys are still in school, in university. You have not seen the outside world. If you don't have a guideline on what to do, and when situation occur, you will sway. All right. So it's important to do the right things. Okay, you don't do the right things, nothing right will happen to your life. Huh? It's a difference between earning 100,000 and 1 million. Is there a difference? Is there a difference? Earning
Yeah.
100,000 a month and 1 million a month. There's a difference. Okay. So here I would like to share that last month I followed my wife to this teaching in Mahans in Malacca. Okay, it's called Tichikui. Please correct me if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Eh? All right, Tichikui.
Yeah.
Okay, Tichikui is nothing to do with religion. It's just a teaching of how to be a good human being, how to play a role as a student, how to play a role as a boss, how to play a role as a son, how to play a role as a friend. Okay, so and what is interesting is, all right, all the Fortune 500s, elite athletes, to some certain extent, celebrities, they actually use these teachings from this. All right. So this, when I went to this place, it is in Malacca. So they taught in English, and I was surprised to know that people from Indonesia, the bosses, the CEOs, send their employees to them to learn teacher queen. Okay, it becomes a guide. What to do, what to speak, especially in medicine. You must know how to treat people, how to talk to your colleagues. Otherwise, it's going to be a recipe in disaster. Okay, can we have the slide, please? So the next slide. Yeah. So if you guys are interested in learning teacher quay, this is done for free. No charges. Okay. This is their contacts. You can contact them through email or through WhatsApp. And I need to let you all know that this is nothing to do with religion. Okay, it gives you a guide, and I feel that everyone should learn this, especially doctors, so that we know how to treat our patients better. Right? Okay, go to the next slide, please. So, in case you want to learn more about Teacher Kuei, you can go to YouTube. You can just type whatever is written here. Okay, there is two versions. One is in Mandarin, another one is in English. So I've been following the one in English. So this is the first topic. So there are about 40 topics. So you all can just go through whenever you have the time. Okay, what you see, what you hear, what you speak, all going to affect you. All right, Ken. Okay, please go to the next slide. Okay, then for the Muslim brothers and sisters, okay, you guys also can learn something similar to teach way through the teachings of Quran and Hadith. All right, please clarify with the proper authority because I'm not a Muslim. Okay, I got this from my friends who I trust, and I believe they have tell me the truth. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, this is Tirukural. This is for the Indians. All right, they have English version. Okay, Tirukural and Tichukwe, the teachings are very similar. All right, what to do, what's your job as a son, how to administer and be a leader, because mind you, we all will become leaders one day as doctors. All right all right, the next slide, please. Okay, this one is very important. Anyone can chant this. Okay, this is called Nirvana Shaktakam. Okay, Nirvana Shaktakam, why this is important, all right, especially for doctors. Number one, okay, this is what Indians used to recite when they were children, probably 100 years back, not now. Now everyone learn ABC. Okay, we are very westernized. But why chanting this is very important? Because number one, research shows that the person who chant this create gamma wave in the brain. Gamma wave is extremely important for perception. All right, this is where you get wisdom. All right, no one can teach you wisdom. Okay, you need to do the right things so that you get the wisdom. All right, so it only takes about 3 minutes. You can go to YouTube and listen to the song also as well, and please chant, because you need to open your mouth and chant, because only sound can penetrate the water, and our body is 70% water. All right, and that's why this one works. Okay, Ken. All right, so this is very very important. Always believe in yourself. All right, always believe in yourself, no matter what happens. Never give up on yourself. All right, you must be your own best friend. Okay, and you will never know what you're capable of. So please trust yourself. I'm sure you all can make it great. Be a good doctor, and hopefully at the same time, elevate the the quality of doctors in Malaysia. Okay, I wish all of you all well. a lot of blessings, a lot of good lucks. Okay, may you all become wonderful doctors, better than me. In fact, that'll be really great because we need more doctors, you know, to serve our people. Okay, with that, I want to thank you and my best wishes and good luck to all of you.
Thank you so much, Doctor. I also agree that with what you've mentioned, not only that, we shouldn't just be a doctor, we should be a functioning doctor. And
Mm-hmm.
regardless of the amount of medical knowledge you have, you also must have the right mindset, a right way to
Mm-hmm.
approach people. Like
Yeah.
what you mentioned, if you can be a doctor that can, create joy and mirth in patients, that would be great. Because we're not only trying to treat the disease part. Because
Mm-hmm.
disease, in my opinion, sometimes it's either you win or you lose. It's either the patient survives or the patient dies. But if you treat the person, if you treat the illness part of the patient,
Yeah.
I guarantee I guarantee you it will always win because
Yeah.
regardless, you're treating the patient and not the illness and not the disease. So
Yes.
I completely agree with what you've mentioned throughout this
Yeah.
entire session, Doctor.
Okay.
And with that,
Yeah.
thank you so much, Doctor, for
Okay.
taking the time to break down these common health myths and helping us understand the science behind them.
Yeah.
Your explanations have made it clearer how important it is to question what we hear, seek accurate information, and make informed decisions about our health. Now, to everyone watching, we hope this session has helped you separate fact from fiction and maybe even encouraged you to think twice the next time you come across a health tip online or from friends. Once again, thank you so much, Dr. Thivagar,
Okay.
for joining
Thank you.
us.
Thank you. Thank you, Ben. Okay.
And thank you to our audience for tuning in to this episode of M.I.N.O.R Talk. We wish you all a wonderful evening. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and take care of your health. Thank you so much.
Thank you.